Yeah, so okay, this guy, yeah, I'm the staff. The guy drunk, he come in, cause trouble.
Okay.
He use F word, he impersonate police officer.
Okay,
He say
okay, slowly I want
wait. He said
Okay.
want to craft.
Hi guys, today my topic is the silly police force in Singapore, SPF.
So you know there's something
Okay.
called a false report. So just because you
You don't need to teach us how to do our job.
The police officers are always like this. Why I say that? Most of their brains are stuck in the mud and don't think far ahead because they're always too immature and not so well educated to handle people.
This question,
Yeah.
did you mention something about Bangladesh? Yes or no?
Yes. Because just now outside I talking to Amor, right? Then he suddenly come in. I don't know why he jealous or what. Then he say you Malaysia, you China. I say no. Then you what Bangla or India?
Their brains mostly are very rusty. This is why they are embarrassed themselves with the store cashier. So the story went like this. The store cashier called the police about a man who was drunk, disturbing at the store. The drunk man said to the cashier, "Are you China? Are you Malaysian?" Then the cashier get agitated. He asked that man back, "Are you Bangladesh?" So the scenario is like Chinese, point here, point there, with the Indian. Is there something wrong with saying, "I'm from China," or "I'm from India," or "I'm from even Bangladesh"? This is so stupid. What's wrong of saying I'm from where or he from where? So just because of this, that become a sensitive racial issue. Why are the people in Singapore so sensitive? So I see someone Chinese, I say to them, "Are you China?" Does that mean I should get walloped? There's nothing to be ashamed of, alright? In the US, a lot of people say I'm from China because I do look like Chinese. So should I get agitated by them? Because of this, you know what this means for Singaporeans if we kept on having this kind of attitude on this kind of racial issues? This means that Singaporeans are really snobbish and look down on people from other countries. And the worst is many of the police officers and also government officers in Singapore having that kind of thinking too. This is so really silly. If anyone call me I'm a Chinaman, I'm okay. Because I'm really a Chinese as a matter of fact and no matter what. So we let those words affect us so badly? So then later, the drunk man claimed he was the police and wanted to arrest the cashier. So this is the reason why the cashier called out the police. Then the police officer asked the cashier for the ID and he refused.
I
You got your
definitely.
ID with you?
Why do you need my ID?
We are doing our job. We are asking for ID right now.
Like I said, I haven't committed any offense.
It's not about whether you committed an offense. I need to verify your ID, that's all.
I would react the same way too as a cashier when the police, oh no reason, literally asked me, "Give me your ID." This is so irritating of the police doing that. Why should I show my ID since I was the one calling for help? Why should I give him the ID? In a way I would feel threatened by the police. I called the police before and what they always behaved to me was, "Give me your ID," without giving me any good reason. Until I asked the police what for, they would say it's for them to verify. Verify me? Check on me? It's so annoying of them and they think they are some sort of police law gangster. Why checking on me since I'm not a criminal? Right! I felt the police were just acting like Chow Ah-Ben to me. Couldn't the police be more professional with me in the first place when asking for my ID? Like, "Sir, we just need to have some recording purpose for our report and we need your full cooperation to help us. So can we please take a look at your ID, please? Thank you." That's all. Please and thank you. These two secret words. So what the police did to the cashier was utterly not professional. We need to verify. It's our job to ask you to give me your ID. What a mud-headed police officer they were. What kind of police officer serving the public? No word come from them, please or thank you, from their mouth. Should they be arrogant just because they were the police? They were not even tactful.
To check and then you.
Why do you want
threaten
to check
arrest.
when we are doing our job? When we are informing you what we are doing?
Because of recent corrupt cases of SPF, I have to verify. I do not know who is who. I need to verify with.
Who are you to say that SPF is corrupted?
I have news articles backing up my claim. So I do not know if this guy are going according to SOP or not.
This is why they fail to get public cooperation easily. We are the police and we have the right to ask for your ID. How do I know what rights they have? So if they're asking me to eat shit, they have the right to ask me to eat shit too? And a very common kind of face when you refuse to cooperate with the police is they will give you that kind of irritating look, irritating face, 怪懒 face, you know? So the thing is, even though the cashier is very 怪懒, the police will maintain their professionalism and not stood down to the level of the cashier being 怪懒 while showing so much 怪懒 face or 怪懒 look at the store. And now you see, they are really embarrassing themselves. And when I see those police officers, if they could get so nervous and someone was videoing them on their phone, and they could use the excuses saying that the cashier should not film the customers.
Plastic bag. Okay. Cash or pay with?
Cash please.
Okay. Plastic bag one.
Yes, sir. If you want, you handle your customer first. You can bring down your camera first. It's got nothing to do. This one customer rights under PDP, you shouldn't record.
I'm not recording them. I'm recording you.
But however, you just put your phone, okay?
I'm the police videoing everything too. If I were the customers at the store there, should I tell the police to stop filming me? Police officer, stop filming me, okay? I write customer rights too. Customer rights, police rights, and public rights. And who knows who is right or wrong? To argue about rights against rights. And look at the police behavior. Finger pointing everywhere. Point, 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 point. Professional? Or is it just behaving like an old uncle buying and selling fish in the market? The police officer keep on acting in this way. More and more annoying. Then the police officers stopped the customers coming into the store just because they were unable to ask for the ID from the cashier. My God, that is totally hilarious and totally silly.
Tonight,
So are you going to give your particulars?
Wait,
Yes or no?
I'm
Are you
going
going
to-
to give
I'm
your
going to
particulars? First Yes or warning no? given.
Wait.
First warning given.
Before-
First warning. Second warning.
Wait.
Are you going to give your
Can
particulars?
I-
or not?
Can I speak?
No, I'm asking
Can
you.
I speak first? I'm
I've
asking.
already asked you from just now. 15 minutes ago.
Can I
Where
speak
is your
first?
particulars?
Can I speak first? It's in my pocket, but can I speak
Okay, you
first?
have your particulars. Provide us now, sir.
Did you say 50 minutes or 15 minutes? 15. If using 15 minutes in asking for an ID, this shows how silly the police were at wasting time, and they should leave the place immediately before embarrassing themselves more. If I were a customer there, it would be entertainment for me like watching Police Academy comedy. Then again, they asked the cashier for the ID but gave a reason by using section 65.
Is it mandatory to give?
Yes.
Based on?
Based on that, the section 65, I already told you. You are.
And who the hell know what that is? If so, anyone could be police officer.
Now,
Can you
we
please
are
name
investigating.
me what section 50? What is section 55?
Section
65.
65, any police officer, okay, you should give your particulars.
For what? What offence have I committed?
As I said,
Am I
investigation.
suspected of a
So,
crime?
sir, very simple. Are you going to give?
No.
Yes or no?
In order for you to
Yes
I
or
already
no,
give
sir?
you.
We give you
I already
already,
give
yeah.
you. Okay, you go and find out. I already give section 55 of the CPC.
section 65, huh?
Yes.
Is the word please or thank you so difficult to come out from their tiny mouth? So this is how the police officers were behaving towards the cashier. Unprofessional.
Section 55, any police officer,
Uh-huh.
okay, you should give your particulars.
Any police officer, okay, you should give your particulars. Is he into some kind of broken English? Or don't know how to speak? What is he trying to say? The police officers spell out everything in full to convince the cashier if wanted to talk about law or section. According to the law under section 65, a police officer may arrest any person who is accused of committing or who commits in the view or presence of the police officer a non-arrestable offense if, on a demand of the police officer, the person refuses to give his or her name and residential address. Still very confused to me. But that's the section 65. If you couldn't remember this, you could use the law book to read to the cashier. Therefore, it only shows the police don't know the job and they only know how to demand the ID from the cashier.
So, sir, very simple. Are you going to give?
No.
Yes or no?
Moreover, did the law say anything about showing an ID in the first place? The law did not say anything about showing ID is a must. Anyone or whoever can choose to provide their names and residential address verbally too or in any other ways. This is why I said the police are mud-headed to keep on using the law they don't even know just to bring people down. To me, it seems like they are abusing the law on civilians. The police just need to maintain their professionalism and tactfulness just to use the word Please, may I have your ID so that we can write our report in our office? Please, thank you for your cooperation. With a diplomatic tone, if they really want to have a look at someone's ID so desperately. So the video just showed how the police were asking for their ID throughout, and it turned out to be an embarrassment just to ask for an ID. No doubt the cashier tried to create some trouble and not being cooperative with the police. But that doesn't mean the police officer shouldn't be tactful enough to handle the situation. There are many crazy people in the world, you know. So even how stupid or trying to be funny the cashier is, the police should remain calm and steady. Moreover, it's 3 police officers against 1 cashier. 3 versus 1. So hilarious. 3 police officers couldn't handle a common person, but had to behave like uneducated, low-class officers and stood down to the same level as the cashier. To be fair, the cashier is also very low-class by playing this kind of tricks with the police. However, no matter what, the police shouldn't waste their time embarrassing themselves because of him. What would happen if this were in the US? The police would immediately take his phone, smash it, turn off the light, close the shop, and beat up this Gualan cashier. This is what happened in the US. On the other hand, this cashier is so stupid to show his video on TikTok, and in the end he got himself sacked. I wouldn't do that if I were the cashier unless I need the job. In conclusion, police officers can meet all kinds of crazy people, Gualan people, but no matter what happens, professionalism and tactfulness of how police should perform in any scenario are what matters the most. This is what I was taught when I was in the police academy before. Anyway, those 3 police officers should go through some counseling too. Remember to hit subscribe, like, and share, and leave down your comments. See ya.